Hey, what's up, my fellow instructors here? You on with Fred G. Hey, I know a lot of you asked in regards to numbers and how do you get people to come to your class? I have to give it up to Cam. I trained under Vanessa Head and Cam, and they made it very personal for themselves, and there was two different dynamics. Cam was this little energizer, bunny girl, and energetic, and I play football, okay? So this may get kind of long or kind of lengthy, and if it is, so be it. I can do a little snippet on something or try to curtail it to you. So I'm gonna give you how I arrived at this point, and it's all because of Vanessa Head and Cam. I'm not going to say your last name because I'm going to mess it up, but it begins with K, and they're both Beachbody coaches as well. I'm not a Beachbody coach, and that doesn't play a role, but if you are, or if you trained under them, they are master trainers, and hopefully I can be one too, and I can help everybody get there. But in the class, Vanessa is very like laid back and almost borderline nonchalant, but it's very complimenting to who she is, and it motivates you. The whole class was very enthusiastic about it, and Cam was training under her, and in doing so, she was just observing. But when the workout started, Cam let Cam shine. And then when in the middle of class we talked, she said she sees herself as a football coach because she looked at me and said, "Okay, I'm a football player," and I know a football coach just doesn't do what she does, but we talked about it and we curtailed it to a language that I understood. And I was nervous. I was nervous, super nervous. And she told me, she said, "Just be yourself," And I'm very energetic. I'm very happy-go-lucky, I could say. And they gave me permission to really just truly be myself. And being myself, I apologize. With her, I got to see that she really believed she was a football coach. When she was talking to me, she believed she was a football coach. Regardless whatever I thought a football coach was, she believed she was a football coach. And if she wasn't a football coach, she was going to get it across to me of who she was to me. Or who she believed herself to be. And that, to me, that part was amazing. That what made me buy into her, buy into the whole idea. I can be whoever I need to be, whoever I want to be, and whoever I believe myself to be. My class is very energetic, and I understand as a performer, as a leader, you got to be at 200 if you want 100. You got to be up there. So I scream, I talk, I motivate. I motivate before class, and I try to get things on an equal playing field. When I say equal playing field, is this: in a group setting, this person might like to be yelled at, but this person don't care to be yelled at. How do you get them to feel the same way towards the workout? So what I do something before class. Whether we scream, whether we yell, doesn't matter. Shout a big yes or whatever. On Mondays we say beast mode. On Sundays we say push. On hump day we just push and go all out. But I'm always a little transparent. I definitely reveal myself, not physically but heart-wise, and how I feel about it. And that's the real key to this thing. You got to believe it. Insanity is a one of a kind workout. And also, the one thing I do, I never downplay another workout because everything works for everybody. But I definitely keep track of my fit tests. I definitely got stacks of fit tests. If you take a fit test with me, I don't throw it away, and I keep them. That way, you don't got to worry about bringing it. You don't got to worry about what your numbers are, because I'm going to teach the class, so I'm going to be there. And I give it back to you before class so you can see your numbers. And I actually look at the numbers. I study them because I try to make a mental note. Because there's so many people in class, I can't give personal attention to each one. I make a mental note of their efforts. And if I see them doing something wrong, I try to tweak it. And I get with them before class or after class, and boom. Now, the other part is, how do I get people to the class? Like, let's talk about people in the class, right? How do I get people there? Here's how you get people there. Sales. You got to sell the class. That's all you can do. Like, I literally would come up to you and say, "Hey, are you doing Insanity?" I don't have anything on that said Insanity. I didn't have, even if I did have something on that said Insanity, oh, I just did the workout at home. You know, I never did the class though, or something. But I would tell them like, "You gonna do Insanity?" They were like, "Yes," and I'd be like, "Okay, or let's do it together." And they say, "No, come on, you can do it with me." I never did it either. Technically speaking, I haven't that day. So I made sure I wasn't lying to them. You know, granted, it can be manipulated or misconstrued or charmed or whatever, but I made them feel comfortable. And I made them feel as though we were committing to taking the class together because I believe it. I believe in Insanity. I believe what it can do, and I just believe in it like in such a way that is almost surreal. And then when we get to the class, cause they said, I don't know, the people on TV. I said, I know, I seen that too. But guess what? We can always walk out. Then majority of the time, that's when they agree. They'll come in, and then when they come in, and I walk on stage, they just start laughing because I'll pause like, and it'd be so much fun. And then the other one I used to do is, hey, are you doing the Insanity class? Or they be like, or have you? I say, have you done the Insanity class? They be like, no. I say, well, I'm gonna go do it. Do you know what the instructor's like? And they were like, no, really? So why you haven't done it yet? Like, we should do it together. And the same thing happens again. And then I say, look, we can always walk out if we don't like them, or her, or them, or whatever. And then they were like, oh, okay, you know what? You're right. I always wanted to try that, so let's go. And then they'll come, and I'll walk on stage. Same thing happens. And it's great. And then after a while, I always try to build a bond with people. And then the real key is to get the people in the class to talk about your class, or the people, your students. Once your students start talking about the class, that's great. But what's even better is when they start talking about you. One of the when the class started growing, I would come early. Or even if I came a little bit later, like slightly before it began, because I'm at a fitness center, and I will walk up to someone who I knew was new, right? And I'll say, hey, is this your first time? Because normally what happens is people don't really socialize, people don't really talk to each other, especially when they come to something new. So it gives you that opportunity, right? And it was so cool because even the people who did my class wouldn't say anything. It was great. And I'll introduce myself. I say, hey, how's it going? Are you doing Insanity? They were like, yes. Oh, man, me too. What do you think the instructor's like? And they were like, I don't know. I hope you don't yell. Me either. So they were like, I hope he's fun. I'm like, me too. You know, I just agree with them. And when I walked on stage, they just bust out laughing. And that, for me, that just took things to a new level because it took people from talking just about Insanity to talking about me. And people actually go up to the lady who hired me, my group fitness director, and they actually tell her that Insanity is a great workout, and it really is. It's one of the by far the best I've come across. Because I don't like to do weights, and yes, my form really comes from running. If I do lift weights, it's normally about 4 times a year, 1 week every quarter. And my director absolutely loves me. Like, she loves the way I cue. She loves the way I call things. And when they would tell her about me, they'll say, well, you don't really come for Insanity because Insanity is a good workout, but you also come for the experience of Frederick. And to me, that almost moves me to tears. That, you know, some people are really coming just because of me, and you really touch people. Now, I got war stories galore for you, and I do have a wide range of everybody. I had the youngest 14 in my class taking my class, and I have the oldest of 80 plus in my class. So, wide range of people. I even got a man who's 77 and legally blind. I have a lady who had a stroke 7 years ago. She can't fully use the left side of her body. I have people overweight, people short, people with functions, surgeries, and all kinds of things. Couples. There's so many things in my class and so many different people in my class. And diversity is crazy. When people really just enjoy you. That's when you win. Because people are going to talk about the positive energy. Now, the thing that makes me believe in insanity so much is this. This is my own personal deal. If this makes it to Sean T, I hope. I don't know if this is your intent, but this is how I see it. If you come take an insanity class with me, I can see the way you approach life and your life. And if you have a fighter spirit, and it goes in phases, it goes along with the workout. Part one, the warm up, I call it you. It's all about you. I call it exhaustion, because you're going to take your physical body and exhaust it in the first part, the warm up, the cardio. You're going to exhaust your physical capability in the warm up. Next, I call it will, because you're exhausted from the warm up. You have to wield yourself now, because pride gets in the way of anything, and you have to wield yourself beyond this. So mind over matter, you wield yourself. Then you get to strength and balance, block 2, and I call this accountability, because now you're held accountable. You already exhausted yourself. You already willed yourself to the max, and now you are got to be held accountable. Now you need somebody to hold you accountable. If there's a lot of people, boom, guess what? You got to find a mirror. You got to use the person in front of you, to your left, to your right, behind you. Use me. I don't care, but you got to be held accountable here. And when I say held accountable, in life, all you can do is take yourself as far as you can go, and then you hit that wall. Then you got to wield yourself even further, and then you need accountability, because you're not designed to be alone. You can't succeed. You're either one of the few at the top serving the many, or one of the many serving the few. So you can't succeed alone here. Now, once you get past that normally motivates, because it's more like you can team up at that point. Great. And then the next part is block 3, agility and coordination. Hey. And I call this part faith, because you are literally exhausted because you did the warm up. You are maxed out on it. You exhausted from block 1. And you willed yourself. Block 2, you were so tired, you used somebody else to get yourself even further. Now you literally have nothing left but faith. And when I say faith, I mean in every aspect. I mean, if you need God, then you see God, Allah, Buddha. If you need Jesus, if you need the Holy Spirit, whatever it is, boom, that's where it is. Faith exists right here in agility coordination. So you gotta stay there with the aspect. I even go to the point where if you want that body, then envision the body. Faith is seeing things yet to be seen, believing in things yet to be seen, and that's why I call it faith, because the most important thing is how you finish your workout. And to me, that's where the workout kind of finishes, because when it gets to abs and core, I'll call it choice, free will. Just because you went through all of that, you went all through that journey, all through that life journey, you exhausted yourself, boom. Then you willed yourself. Then you went held accountable. You found somebody to help you along. Then you relied on your faith and your faith alone, just because you started and you're right there. You got to finish, and now you're on your own personal choice. Boom. You knock it out just because. And I encourage these things. I motivate these things, and I enlighten these things. I don't think people really understand that I see life in it. But to me, insanity, when I'm teaching it, is more than just insanity. It's really your approach to life. Because if you're going through something bad, you approach it the same way. You give it all you got to give, then you will yourself past it, or through it, or to deal with it, to put up with it. Then you become accountable. So either you're accusing somebody or you're accusing yourself, and then it moves on to faith, and your faith says either it's going to resolve itself, or you're going to resolve it, or you're going to rely on Jesus to come through and provide you an answer, or your faith to come through and provide you an answer. And then you will carry on afterwards just because you choose to. So for me, I see so much more, and I pour that out. It doesn't matter. Like I give it with and without a mic. I give it with and without music, technical difficulties and all. I put it on the table. I put it on the table so much that after class, I'm emotionally and physically drained. Like, really. But I still struggle in class with getting people to team up together. And that's something I've been trying to do, something I want to do, something I want to get accomplished. So I hope this helps, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. But when all else fails, this is what I can tell you. And this is what I tell my business partners. I do a home-based business. When all else fails, when you don't know what to say and or do, when you don't know how to talk to somebody, it's about what you believe. Because if you try to be this fitness guru, this fitness buff, then you got to speak in the aspect that you're a fitness buff. And guess what? You may have limited belief in that. Because I don't lift weights, so I'm not going to come to you like I'm a fitness buff, okay? I just know my physique says you think I lift weights, and I don't. So I know you don't have to lift weights. So I get to talk with that belief because that's in me. I hope you understand that. And then if my belief is meeting him and he's trying to fight it or she's trying to fight it, I get excited about it. So I'm excited anyway. Think about it in this. Think about it like this. If somebody ran in your house right now and said, get out of the building, get out of the building, get out of the building. Wouldn't you get out of the building? Because look, you believe they know what they're talking about and they're excited. Same concept here. Be excited about what you're doing, and most importantly, believe in it, and that'll do the rest. I'm so grateful to have some of the largest numbers unofficially in the world as a trained instructor. But I really hope this helps. I really do, and I hope it helps you see life differently, not just your class. And if there's anything else I can do, let me know, because otherwise I'll be typing this forever versus me just spitting this out. And plus, I want you to see my emotion. I want you to really see that I really do believe in this. I really do feel this way. And when you see me, you talk to me, it's really like this. I'm really animated. I love it. Like, I love it so much that I give you the opportunity that when you come to my class, you can either fall in love with the workout or you can fall in love with me. But I tell you this, anybody can come to my class and teach insanity, and the workout is going to be the same regardless. But nobody can give the same value I give. Why? Because you're not me. Could you give more value? Definitely. Could you give less value? Definitely. But the value I give is the way I give it, is the way I deliver it, is the way it comes from me. And it just so happens that I'm fortunate enough that I'm able to do this. You know, I wish you all the best. If there's any comments, questions, concerns, comment below for the video, either via Facebook or email. You can go to my webpage, anything. If you got any other questions in regards to what I do, I'm more than willing to share. But this is about insanity, 100%, and believe. And that's all it is. All right, go live.